It's also here. I'm on one of my lunch breaks and I thought to do you another quick video. Just like the last one, I'll be talking on the same subject, nailing that interview. But this time I'd like to focus on what I have termed switching roles. What do I mean by that? Okay, so you are being interviewed for a job role. You are, of course, the interviewee. And the person or persons interviewing you are known as the interviewers. Now, there is a way you could, as part of answering a question as the interviewee, ask the interviewers a question and use that to score some points for that job. An example I would use is the same as the last one in my video, where someone with a research assistant background was being interviewed for the role of a business analyst. Can I just quickly pause and say that if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you do. I talked about how to own the first few minutes with the introductory question. And a quick shout out to those of you who have liked and provided me with your feedback, much appreciated. Okay, so back to my main point. How do you switch roles and become the interviewer even when you are the interviewee? So from that same example, whatever the question that the person has been asked, he or she could say. And so I tried to source for information from this source and from that source. I met with that person and this person, and all came to no avail. I wasn't getting anything useful to help me with my job. I then thought to call for a meeting of all the subject matter experts into one place. And you know how much useful information comes out of having the right people together in the same place. Now, listen to what I said. And you know how much information can come out from getting the right people together in the right place. Now, what I have said there may sound as a rhetoric, but in this case, a really good one to use. It's not the conventional manner of speaking at an interview, but one which I have seen works, because what you will find is some of the interviewers, if not all, will actually nod their heads to that question when you say, and you know how much useful information can come out. Because truly, that's a fact. When you have the right people together in the right place, you're very likely to get good information. You might find them nodding or agreeing in some way. And what you have done by doing that or introducing that response or style of speaking is you have owned the moment, you have caught their attention even more, you have exuded confidence, you have proven or you are showing that you are in charge of that interview to a certain extent. Another aspect of questioning I would like to quickly touch on is when at the end of an interview you are asked, have you got any questions for us? Please do not say, no, I'm good, no. How can you say that when there's so many good questions you could ask? Or why should you ask the conventional, trite question that many people would naturally ask? Instead, research into the company you're being interviewed for or into. Research into their principles, their values. Find out about their supply chain or their stakeholders, and come up with creative, at least 2 intelligent, creative questions that you could ask. Because they really want you to ask a question, and when you tell them, oh no, you haven't, they are disappointed, or you disappoint them more or less. Okay, so try and get some good questions to ask them. I remember actually, just speaking, I remember in one interview I attended, I asked them a company-related question. Surprisingly, nobody knew the answer, and I sat there gloating. Truly, I reveled in the fact that I asked them a question about their own company, and they had no answer. And they came back after asking each other questions about if they knew it, and said, that's an interesting one. One that I'll need to go away and find out and get back to you. I smiled, saying, no, it's okay. But I knew I had scored some points. Okay? Now, that's all I have for today. Until next time, I hope you've learned a thing or two from this particular video. Bye-bye.